What is cracking, lads? We've done it. The road to profitability is over. We have passed our funded account, hitting $53,014.04. I took one trade using 5 minis and hit a beautiful risk to reward. Finally passing the account, not needing to take any more trades. So we are officially funded. Um, it's been a few days since I recorded a video, so I wanted this to definitely be my next video upload because number one, we've hit our goal. Number two, we have a new setup, so our screen share should be looking much more clean. And number three, so that we can go back to all of these trading days and have fresh new content, including reviewing the last video we had. So we're going to do a double review here, this video, but this is definitely going to be a multi-parter because I'm going to try to go about these other videos in a much more segmented fashion. I don't want to keep uploading 30-minute plus videos. I know you guys are not watching all of them through every single time. I get it. I'm not some super popular trader or whatever that you just want to watch every single day. I want these to be smaller, more condensed videos so that people that, don't have 30 minutes to spare, maybe 10, only 15, can still watch a video, find it productive, find it fun to watch, and want to watch the next one when they have time to. So I actually wanted to see what would happen here. I was gonna wait to make this video to click on this. So the express funded is a simulated funded that has the same benefits. Please note that we have able to have 5 at once. Press continue. So we have to review this statement. Okay, looks like I reviewed it. And then we do have to pay. Okay, so I'm going to pause this real quick, fill in this. All right, guys, we're going to start the review here over our last trading week, including our last YouTube video, actually. So we're going to start on the 3rd, where we lost almost $300. And the reason I want to do that is because I don't think I've ever made a YouTube video re-reviewing trades that I took, because I would assume that from here till today, I've definitely improved on some habits, just sharpen the edges. And it says here that I had a B plus day, which I definitely agree with because taking 2 losses and walking away is pretty good for me. And I said that the traits from my recipe and I had plenty of confirmations, patience, and discipline. So apparently I didn't really agree with the results. But I want to go back and see if, we could have really improved on something because there's no way that, I did everything perfectly. Um, but to start out here, I definitely didn't make a mistake waiting until after 10 o'clock to trade because it seems we have red folder 8:15, red folder 8:30, orange folder 9:45, red folder 10 o'clock, and then one more yellow folder 10:30. But we're pretty much safe by this point. So waiting until 10 o'clock is definitely crucial for this day. And just to review the last action over the last few weeks, we just have this 1 hour buy side here and this 1 hour sell side. Went into a temporary downtrend and then we started trending back up. And then I said on the 15-minute we have another sell side and buy side because we came up and then started another downtrend and now we're uptrending once again. So what I'm expecting here is to continue our uptrend. I kind of want it to downtrend some more, but if we're taking buy side here, it seems that we're trying to push higher up, right? So I think this day I kind of was thinking about it and not thinking about it that way. I think I was thinking of it more as, because we're taking buy side, now we're more prone to come back down to sell side. And I think now just over knowing the last action over the week has made me realize that's definitely not what the market was intending on doing. So we're just going to play through this action here, see what happens up till 10 o'clock, why it was a good idea for me not to trade. I'm going to go to the 1 minute. Unfortunately, I can't access the 15-second chart, which I definitely used on these days. So we're just going to try to do the best analysis we can on just the 1 minute. But I know the 15-second is super good to get some more information. And it seems here is where we made our not our pre-market lows actually. So market opens right here at 9:30. Boom. So up to this point, we're kind of downtrending, and a big point I make is not trading the open because I notice almost every morning that no matter the action, price literally just jets upwards as soon as market opens, and that kind of annoys me because it makes me want to trade open to just take a long. And I know a lot of stupid people probably do that without good enough reasoning. But this action absolutely shows no reason why anybody should be trading along because there's no uncontested, just easy setup here to take for a long. It is literally just the market pumping at open because it does. it's just not a good enough reason. You know what I mean? So I think it's important that you don't make silly mistakes like that just because you notice it happening every day. Because the day you decide, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna try to trade open, and then that day is probably gonna be the day where it just drops down on you, and then you're gonna be like, oh man, why does the market do this to me? I feel like I've done that before, and like I hate having that mindset. So I think it's just better to stick to a plan, stick to the recipe, wait for the action. That's why I like waking up at 9 o'clock, not to trade at 9:30, but so I have 30 minutes to review the overnight action, and then when at 9:30 happens, I have 30 minutes to review the opening action, and then after 10 o'clock and after all these relevant news, then I look for my silver bullet moves because I've been in tune with the market for over an hour now, and I feel like I should be locked in, and I should have confidence in whatever play I want to make. So that's something important that you guys should walk away with for sure if you are just trading market open every day because you notice something happens every time it opens. That's just a terrible habit. So, anyways, we only have one fair value gap here. Really, there is a 5-minute version of this, but it's smaller anyways. So we're just gonna leave the 1 minute here. And so what happens here is all of this action is choppy, probably because they're waiting for the news to happen. Volume is low, and then news occurs. We have a spike in volume, spike down, spike up. This would not be a setup to take because, again, this happens within the minute. I can't even show you in the seconds chart, but it's clearly not something you should be trying to trade. It's just too volatile. You're going to get stopped out. Something bad's going to happen. You're going to blame the market instead of learning something. Just don't do it, right? If I really wanted to take a long here based on this pump up, I want to wait for it to get into discount or even lower into discount. And it did, but this happened so fast, you're not going to even notice if it did it the way you wanted to or not, right? Again, like you don't know if it went up and then all the way down and then close here. You don't know if it went down first and then all the way up and then it still closed down here. You don't know. Unless you go down to the seconds chart, which you can't see and which it's going to do within 5 seconds anyways. Because if you see it happen live, look, I'll just show you. If you see this happen live, we're going to do it at 1x speed, right? There's no way you're catching that, bro. So, yeah, just don't do moves like that. So basically, I see this happen, and I'm just waiting to take a long because at least I know now that we're grabbing sell side, we're placing a buy side. I have the right thinking on that. I think that I wanna see us go up higher. But the only problem here is that I see this displacement, right? And instead of me waiting for it to be confirmed and fully push me towards the bullish bias, I just say, oh, let's just take this fair value gap and assume that it's gonna pump up higher, and that's exactly why I get stopped out within 30 seconds. So 1024 happens, I'm in, and then middle of 1025, I'm already out, and that's 36. So that's a $9 risk. I'm probably buying in like right in the 67s or something like that, and then it's just gonna drop down to 50, 56 or 58. Sorry, and boom, I'm stopped out. So I feel a little frustrated from this, a little bit stupid. But again, now I can look back at the market, review this twice, and understand where I'm going wrong. We have another displacement here now, right? So now that displacement got disrespected, I'm saying, okay, we're either too choppy, right? Because this is pretty choppy to me. I don't know about you, but it looks pretty horrible. But even if I'm not thinking that yet, I'm going to want to see this get approved. I don't want to trade this. I want to see it get proven or disproven, and it does hold. So now that I see some bullish action get held, what do? 1029, I take a short. So this is what I mean. I'm moving too quickly. We are bullish. We are absolutely bullish, but I take one loss on a fair value gap that was too early, and what do? I try to go 1029. I try to take a short lasting 3 minutes, and I lose anyways, right? Because guess what? These are the sellers trying to sell off lower, try to really get into discount, but we already are in discount, right? Look at 1029. Boom. We're in discount right here. In discount. Tap into discount. We even hit a low. We didn't have to sweep this low, but we did take, we did go low enough to tap into discount and then finally pump up. So that's where this fib retracement would be valid. Instead of for this wick right here, I should essentially just ignore this, right? If we're just ignoring this and we only consider these, I mean, we're pretty close, right? We're pretty close to that. We're just trending up. So that's the problem with the news is you can't let the news, swing your bias around, and I think that's what happened here for me. So I remember being frustrated because I thought we were just trying to wick lower, and we just couldn't do it. But in reality, I didn't have a reason to flip my bias here. I was just being too hasty, and the $9 was perfectly met right there. And I'm glad it's only $9 because look, this is why it's a B plus day because my risk to reward is still good. My overall bias is still good. I'm just not patient enough. I'm not waiting for the confirmation. So this is confirmed now. So if I were to really take a trade, I think seeing this action would give me some pretty good news here, right? I'd want to see these fair value gaps get held, but first I want to see some retracement, right? So I don't want to just be winging it. Okay, so boom, we have a leg up. Now we start going down. This is when I would pull out a real fib retracement, say, okay, boom, we want to tap into this discount right here. That discount's pretty low though compared to our fair value gap. So we have a 5-minute right here at least. So we kind of have like 3 overlapping fair value gaps. So I think my idea here would be to tap in probably on this fair value gap. Let's just draw it out here, right? So let's try like 86. Let's do our $9 risk. And yeah, this looks pretty good to me. Like if I tapped in here, I could scooch this up even a little bit more. 87 flat seems pretty clean. And yeah, it doesn't, not quite down to those wicks, but easily tapping into that. And let's do 27. And yeah, that's just coming up for our buy side place there. Let's see what happens if I were to really take this trade. Okay, so we don't even tap into it. It's a little bit choppy. This holding here, though, this would be my initial idea, right? But guess what? This fair value gap is holding. That's good news. This fair value gap holds again. I'd be a little nervous here now because this didn't get tapped into. We didn't even hit discount. This is a little too bullish for my recipe, right? There's no such thing as, being too cautious. I would want to see this fair value gap get touched if I was going to take this trade because we're not even going to 50% of that discount, which is just so aggressive in my mind. So we're already past 11 o'clock. I don't think there are actually any good trades here to take. So we just keep going, keep running. And that's it. Right, so I don't think there's much more to look at here. I think my mistake was not waiting for this to be confirmed. Right, then we see some bullish action. This gets touched, shoots up. This would be a good time somewhere along here. Maybe if I really want to take a trade, I'll take this top fair value gap, right? We'll try doing this, something like this. Tap into in the middle of that, and then go down to the bottom of this. Something like that. And maybe we could catch that action. But again, our risk to reward isn't perfect. So I think that wraps up the third. So I'm going to take a pause here, and we're going to catch up on the day after the fourth, where we have new trades to look over. What's up, guys? I'm back for a little outro. I wanted to give an update on that whole, funding the account thing, the express funded account. I didn't expect there to be a one-time 150 fee, and then on top of that, there's express funded account rules on the top step, and so the reason why I wanted to make this outro and like address it at the end of the video is because I think it's really important for everybody when they're trading, when they're wanting to get better, that they take in consideration like their own unique situation, right? Because something I feel like that's very unorthodox that I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna just abandon Top Step altogether. Like, and I don't say that out of hatred for Top Step. I don't say that because I don't want to pay $150. I say that only because they have a account parameter where the payout policy I was very aware of, where you have to make 5 non-consecutive plus 200 days in order to cash out. But what I didn't realize, I was led to believe that it was a 90-10 rule. Like you keep 90%, they take 10% for whatever you cash out. But now that I read the policy, now that it got my attention with the 150 one-time fee, like that's not what I'm mad about. It just really got my attention, and I went like, let's read the policy. Let's make sure we understand all the fine print. And so the problem I came across is that I can only take out 50% after those 200 days. If I really want to cash out, truly cash out and be done for when I need to be done, which is going to be, in August, because I literally start my job August 12th, right? And that's 1, 2, 3, 4 trading weeks, 20 trading days I essentially have to run up my account and cash out, right? But the thing is, I need 30 non-consecutive plus 200 days in order to cash out 100%. And so the problem is, I know when I start my full-time job, which is a completely unique situation unlike most other traders, I'm only going to be able to trade Fridays guaranteed. So then I have 20 trading days. Not all of them will be positive, right? Because that's just the way trading works. Now I have to wait 1 Friday, 2 Friday, 3 Fridays, 4 Fridays, 5 Fridays, 6 Fridays, 7 Fridays, 8 Fridays, at least 10 Fridays to even have that chance to cash out all my money. And so this is why I say it's so important that you guys take a look at your situation and that you understand what is the best route for you to become a better trader. Because at the end of the day, I don't regret for a moment doing this funded account. Like I'm so transparent. Like I can go over to the billing here. I've only spent, that was 40 for the first. I blew it up like a bot. I reset it right for 25. So that's $65 on one account that I blew up. And then I have another 50K account that I had to buy and then continue with the monthly. So that's $100. And then I already spent $150 toying around with a high size account that I really didn't need to. Right. So taking all of this into consideration, I've spent, just over $300 on these funded accounts. And I don't regret that at all because, like I said, I blew up a 150K account. I blew up a 50K account as well. So, like, that's already $7,000 I blew up. And then on this one, I blew up $1,000. I almost lost it. And then I ended up grinding, over 26 trading days. But without these trading days, there was no way for me to know that I would become a profitable trader. So, the lesson I'm trying to explain here is that I walked away learning that through losing those, $7,000, $8,000 on these funded accounts, I was able to finally become profitable with $3,000, and that was only by spending 300. Right? It's the same way. Like I got my mentor. I paid $500 for a mentor, and he was only my mentor for like 3 weeks. But those lessons he gave me, I wouldn't even be trading futures as fast as I was without being on call with him and learning his lessons day after day. So like this is why I urge everybody pay for your information at first, because if you want to become a profitable trader sooner than others, you want to pay to have those buffers so that you're not just going on a live account, funding in 10 grand and then learning by failure, because that's what I did. That's the first video I made. I explained that I was trading options, naked options, no knowledge, no nothing. A senior in high school, I lost $2,000. I haven't even lost $2,000. And I feel like I've learned like such a valuable skill that even when I start my full-time job in August, I know I might have to take a break, but that's okay because when I come back, when I go back to school, when I have every day to trade again, I have a skill now that's not just going to vanish. I mean, the stock market's not going anywhere. Futures are definitely not going anywhere, right? But, just because of my unique situation, I feel that the express funded account isn't for me. I shouldn't do the express funded account because I don't want to pay $150 that I already sacrificed for a 150K account that I didn't need to do to then wait, 30 plus trading days, which will be well after my start date, in which I will be uncertain of how my trading day to day will be, because it'll definitely not be like it is now, where I can trade every single day, Monday through Friday, make a video, upload it, learn, progress. I can't do that anymore. That's why I found it so important for me to get to this point before I started my full time job. Because now I can be comfortable enough saying, I proved this to myself. If I have to step away for a bit, that's okay. So, I don't regret doing this combine at all. I would do it again. I would spend that 300 to finally get this 3,000 that I feel like I deserve, because I've never been profitable in the stock market. Like this is such an amazing feeling. And guess what? I'm not making a dollar doing this. I spent $300 to make 3,000 on a simulation, and it feels amazing because I've learned a skill that I know is only going to get better, and that's going to be reliable no matter if I have to walk away. So You guys should take a look at your situation, understand top steps policy. If you guys are trading every day guaranteed, if I wasn't doing this job and I was just doing school in the fall, I would absolutely pay the 150 and absolutely just wait till I have the 30 days and cash out 100%. But because I can't do that, I'm going to take that gamble and I'm going to fund my own live account now on Tradeabate, this live account, just like I was doing on the combine. What I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to just simulate exactly what I was doing on this combine, but on a live account. And I feel like that's the best route for me in my unique situation because I have 20 trading days left, right? After Monday, I have 20 trading days left before I start a job. That gives me plenty of time to continue doing what I'm doing every single day, and at the same time, nothing changes because just like this was a simulation and I never cashed out on anything, I'm going to put in funds in a live account. And I'm not going to cash out anything because I'm just going to start investing in myself and growing an account for when I come back. I can just confidently continue, just like I would if I had the Express live account and I eventually cashed out. That would all just be going to my live account anyways. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to jump the gun and I'm going to use those 20 training days I have left to just get started on investing on myself instead of being uncertain about when will I be able to cash out, when will I be able to see the fruits of my labor. Screw that. I'd rather just not see any fruits at all of my labor and just pour it into investing in myself even further because now I have the confidence, I have the discipline, I have the good habits, and I will be reviewing every single trading day I did up till today to continue to prove that I'm building good habits so that when I actually fund this live account, it'll be justified. It'll be for a good reason. And that's just what I want you guys to walk away knowing from this video is that everyone's situation is different. And I feel that you need to do what you think is the best for you in your situation because I never would expect most traders to, want to get funded within 2 months on their live account. And I'm so proud of myself for doing that I don't want to hinder myself now by paying 150 and not knowing when, my work will be rewarded. I'd rather just have no reward at all. And now I'm continuing doing what I plan to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All these videos after this are going to be, I reviewed the third in this video. So the next one will be all the next ones will be new trading days. The next one will be on the 5th. The next one will be on the 8th. The next one will be on the 9th. The next one will be on the 10th. The next one on the 11th. And the last one was today. So the next 6 trading videos that I upload should be about those, and they should be short, just one trading day each, going over what I did, seeing if I had better opportunities, seeing if the ones I took were bad. And yeah, just shorter videos, cleaner videos. And this wasn't really an unexpected turn in my progress, but like I said, you have to, I mean, 2 months ago, I was trading on Thinkorswim using Schwab, and I never saw myself doing this. I never saw myself doing TradingView. And that's what I want you guys to take a step back and look at your progress for because it should make you proud that you are able to adapt to change and not be scared because it means you're ready. So I hope you guys enjoy this and yeah, have a good rest of your day.